Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law through this channel. I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the fourth quarter release of earnings from Materials, showing an increase in revenue of approximately 55%. Then we're also going to be looking at the AK released also by Materials, showing that the agreement for Greg McCabe to purchase additional shares has been cancelled. So we're going to be looking at the details of that shortly. Before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from CNBC, the S&P 500 slips, but it's still on target to get a weekly gain. So good news there. And in terms of inflation from Yahoo Finance, we can see that the Fed has got the inflation target where it's wanted, and the central bank could begin cutting interest rates going forward in 2024. So it is falling, and it's just a case of hopefully we do get some cuts, and that should certainly stimulate the market. Let's start by having a look at the 8K released by Materials for the preliminary results of the fourth quarter 2023. So we can see the key headline is that revenue is up 55% year on year. So the company did release a post about the earnings, and we can see here in the Form 8K, key headline item number 2.02, results of operations and financial condition. So the key headline, revenue is up 55% year on year prior to the previous comparable period. And in other positive news, operating expenses are also down 35% compared to the fourth quarter of 2022. So if the expenses go down, that's also one step closer to being profitable. In terms of cash and cash equivalents, the company have stated they've got approximately $10.3 million, and this is in line with September 2023. So not much change there. In terms of the focus on business operations, they're stating here that the core lines with ramped up sales initiatives include Flexis and NanoWeb and also battery materials. So overall revenue was we can see here revenue was $2.2 million, and previous recorded revenue in the other quarter was $1.4 million, and that was in the fourth quarter of 2022. So going forward, the company are now saying they are focused on driving revenue growth in 2024 across 4 main business sections. So I think overall they certainly need a lot more of this, but still not good enough in terms of making a significant difference in terms of the share price. And we're going to have a look at the impacts of the vote shortly as well. So going back to the previous video, one of the things that we covered was the decision by Materials to have a 1-for-100 reverse stock split. So if we have a look at the table here showing the 3 classes of shares, A, B and C, and we can see here that Class C shares have limited voting power. But in this letter released on social media today from Rob Stone from the company Materials, he states here, the Series C is solely for the purpose of voting at the upcoming special meeting. After the meeting, the shares are cancelled. So it certainly seems like the company had a plan in place to get through this decision, and as they stated and was confirmed in the previous video, the reason why they are doing this is to maintain NASDAQ compliance. Let's now have a look at news with regard to the other 8K, and what I posted earlier is that Materials have posted an 8K confirming the purchase agreement with Greg McCabe and Materials to purchase up to $6 million of the company's common stock is terminated. So let's have a look at the 8K. So we can see here this was released, and if we would focus on item number 1.02, we can see here termination of a material definitive agreement. And as previously reported, September the 8th, 2023, that was a time when they had an agreement, and the company at that time agreed for Mr. McCabe to buy approximately $6 million worth of shares of common stock. So obviously the price would have been much more better at that time. Since then we have seen a significant decline, so that could be one of the reasons why this is happening. And now we can see here January the 21st, 2024, Materials entered into a settlement agreement with Greg McCabe, and what they have stated to terminate this agreement, it looks like Greg McCabe will be paying them approximately $700,000, and this means he avoids giving them the previous agreement amount of $6 million. So overall, not great news for the company. And if we have a look at a response here for Q Entertainment, he states here, it looks like McCabe doesn't also want anything to do with MMAT either. So certainly from a shareholder point of view, not much confidence right now in the board. And finally, if you'd like to get a copy of our daily stock alerts as well as the weekly watch list, this is shared exclusively with the Discord members prior to trading on a Monday. And also join us in our challenge where we share exclusive stocks with high risk and low risk. These details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.